Relic is Natalie Erica James' feature debut. It is a haunted house horror film about a grandma suffering from Alzheimer's, slowly losing her sense of self, while her daughter and granddaughter try to take care of her. It is produced by your boy Jake Gyllenhaal. It kind of explores the idea of house within a house. There's a creepy old lady. This can't go wrong. And that ending came and hit you with a home run. Some will love it, some will hate it. Every year we'll get these small indie horrors that flew under people's radar and you hear no one talking about it. The Wind is an excellent example of that. Gwen, another period horror that didn't get much attention. A Hole in the Ground is another one. So going into Relic, I was expecting more of the same vibe, and in many ways it is. But I think what's elevating Relic just a tad bit is the patience, the crafting, and the personality. Natalie wanted to encapsulate the horror of someone who gave birth to you forgetting who they are and who you are in the form of a haunted house, which makes the film very personal. Now, a haunted house movie, you and I have seen thousands of times. What makes this any different? Well, it doesn't, but it does at the same time. It is the theory of give me the same thing but different. Relic relies mostly on silence, shots creeping through the hallways, camera slowly dialing in on characters, and whenever there's a cut, it felt like an assault. Yet I don't think there's a single jump scare in the entire film. The makeup and effects here looks really convincing as well. The film understands what I call it the Shining or the Hill House effect, where the scariest shit isn't the ghosts or the noises, it's the idea of something really real that can potentially happen in real life that scares us the most. The terror of Relic in its center is the idea of forgetting someone, and as I saw it, the responsibility to take care of the people around you, which in this case, the parent who raised you. The film made that very clear if you simply break it apart. That's why the ending landed so well with me. It makes a lot of sense and it is emotionally impactful. In regards to the technicality, the slow burn nature of the film led the first two acts of this thing a little bit repetitive and generic. A lot of hearing noises around the house, the character looking for grandma but can't find anywhere, but when they do, she's doing something creepy scenes, a lot of those, and it could really drag down the pacing and our attention. The cinematography I thought was a bit too dark, as you see in many of these horrors of the like every year. However, there are some really good ideas here, and a lot of them can easily go unnoticed. A scene as simple as two characters talking to each other while one of them is trying to recall how to play a piece of music on the piano as she keeps repeating the same notes again and again and again. It creates this unsettling feels from a scene that seemingly does not intend to build any suspense. And that's just one example. Natalie has a way of visualizing ideas into these images, whether it's through literal imagery or the editing itself. Overall, I think despite some of the issues I have with this one, it is the message, what it's trying to say, that stuck with me the most, because that's the most important aspect of it. I think if you don't give that a chance, there's a lot less chance of you appreciating it. Relic has some great performances, great silence, good production design, good ideas, images, and with a heartfelt theme binding it together, it is some of the technical execution like the pacing, the cinematography, and even some of the characters feel a bit too conventional and generic. Relic gets a B-.